speaker low, your jacket folded over the bench rail. Reception girl, Captain Marker, when you crossed the floor for the woman in the silver heels. You laughed too easy, showed her the step with both palms out, like you were patient by nature, like this was your first clean night all month. Dirty truth, I wanted you clumsy. Then you came back with that softened mouth, said don't start till the hardwood shine. Not to me, the teacher by the doorway looked down too fast when you touched my shoulder. Without your eyes on it, that was the turn. First time is the smile you wear when you want the room to think you're harmless. First time, and I know too much to fall for that. First time, smile again, no. If it was new, you wouldn't look so good at it. You're counting slow, slow, quick for somebody else while my bag stayed open under the chair. Reception girl asked, you staying for the next class? To the clipboard, not to my face. You answered first, of course you did. I took my scarf off the back rail, left your water sweating by the speaker, and watched you choose the easier rhythm. Street rain silvered the studio glass the teacher killed. One row of mirrors, reception girl turned the sign to closed. I walked before the chorus started and left your first time smile lit in the room without me. You came in smiling after the lock half turned, like late still worked if you wore it soft enough. Girl by the register, stop stacking boxes when you touched my elbow, and asked if I was mad in that careful tone you use on strangers to make them feel chosen. Dirty truth, I still like the trick. That was before she said your name. Not loud, not intimate, just easy. She held up the card reader and you lit right up. Gave her that bright little light shaking, moths on the chain link. Your shoes left dry by the lifeguard stand. You walk straight in like midnight helped, like black water made you honest faster. Man on the roof next door stopped smoking once when you pulled your shirt over your head and smiled back at me like we were still the easy version. Dirty truth, I wanted you barefoot and sorry. Then the side door clicked from the locker hall, and she came out with your towel already over one shoulder. Not close, not guilty, just familiar enough to empty the whole deep end. The maintenance guy by the filter room looked down at his keys when I said your name. That was the turn. I took your watch off the concrete lip before your wet hand found my wrist. Night swim, keep your blue water, keep your quiet skin, keep the part of you that only shows up when the whole place is closed. Night swim, I saw enough to know who got the warmer face. Don't call me dramatic with the pool still taken. You better smile off the towels. Filter hum steady, ladder rungs cold. The maintenance guy killed one bank of lights by the shallow end. Water ran black past the drain grate. Your towel slipped once from her shoulder, and you reached for that before you reached for me. I left your watch by the locked gate latch, walked out in chlorine and street light. Wild night swim, kept your reflection breaking in the deep end without me. Pool clock blinking, 5 too close. Towel still wet under my shoes. Lifeguard by the whistle hook looked up once when you said, "Give me a second," with that calm little mouth. You saved for damage. You pulled your shirt on without facing me, like getting dressed could make you decent faster. Dirty truth, I wanted you slower. Then she laughed through the steam door. Not loud, just near enough. Swim coach with the red bag held the latch and let her through. With your hoodie already on her arm, you smiled first, not at me, and that did it. I took my locker key off the bench slab before your hand found my wrist. Slip away, keep the warmth you borrow. Slip away, I know how this goes. Slip away with the easy face you bring back late. When the lights go low, you said, "Don't make a thing to the mirror fog," not to me, no. If it was nothing, the room would've stayed still. The lifeguard killed one name light and looked at the towel when I said your name, like even he knew who got the careful version and who got left with the damn bench and the colder air. That was the turn. I dropped your towel where the drain would take it and let the floor say the rest. Kickboard, stack shifted, exit bar, click the swim coach, drag the red bag past the rail. One row of lockers, when dark at once, water knocked calling nothing, just warm enough to keep me there. Girl by the register, start counting change when you pull me in by the sleeve, not the hand, not the hand, not the hand. You gave the room your better smile and kept the lower one for me. Dirty truth, I wanted the bright one. Somewhere in your heartline, go missing, go missing. Somewhere in your heartline, you let me fade, stay, stay, then drift away. Say my name for the whole room, not just the dark, not just the dark. Then your phone lit white against the bottle glass, and your mouth changed first. I saw it, I saw it. Not panic, something softer, something safer, somebody else. The guy by the ice bin, the dope ones like even he heard the split in it. Heard it split. I took my wrist out of your easy hand, slow enough to make you feel it. Hardline, don't hum me in if you won't hold me there. Hardline, don't hum me in. You said don't start real low, like I was the noise and not the bruise. Then came that little hum under your breath, the one you used to smooth the room without telling the truth. I know that one, that was the turn. I stepped back first, you stayed half close, still singing soft to the air between us. Hardline, I heard it shake under your breath, but not for me, for me, for me, for me. Hardline, you kept me near for the hush, not for the day. Don't sing me sweet if I'm not the one you walk back to when the lights come on. When the lights come on. Street rain, ticking, cap light blue. Girl at the register, killed one row of bulbs. Your glass left a ring on the lacquered bar. I walked out first, out first with that low hum still stuck in my chest, and your hard line breaking behind me. Fluorescent buzzing, scratch cards fanned, said, don't make a thing. To the plexiglass, not to me. The clerk slid the losing ticket back, didn't say a word, just watch me leave the change dead flat beside your drink. Door chime shook, rain hit the awning device. A girl killed one row of cooler lights, sports sheet folded under the guise on your quarter spun once off the counter edge. I let it roll into the gum rack dark and walked out with the bad hand still on you. Still on you. Stacked chairs upside down, mop water gray. Registered drawer half open under the strip light. I was counting singles by the tip jar when the phone buzzed against the bar rail, bright enough to turn the mirror blue. Dish guy by the sink looked over once, then went back to the glasses. Dirty truth, I wanted it to be you alone. Not the call, the hour, that wrong hour softness. People say for damage control and second versions. You said, can't we talk like I still belong to the part of the night that fixes things? Then I heard a laugh, small and easy, someone near your shoulder, not loud, just close enough. That was the turn. I set the till key down before you finished, and let the silence take the rest of your sentence. Late call, wrong hour, wrong mouth to say my name that low. Late call, keep it ringing. I'm not the soft place you land after. Floor fan rattled, front lock click, dish guy killed the black neon first. You said it's not like that till the deadline hiss. Not to me, no. If it mattered, you wouldn't have needed the whole room empty to sound this careful. I watched your name go dark on the screen and still didn't move to turn it face down. Rain tap silver through the side awning. Dish guy stacked the last clean glass and laughed without looking back. My phone buzzed once more, then quit. The tip jar caught one stripe of blue before the lamp went out. I locked the door with your voice still inside it, and let the late call die on the counter in the wrong hour without me. Receipts pull ticking, lamp over the host stand, your coat over my chair, your eyes nowhere near it. You said, I'm listening, while smoothing the menu flat like I counted. Busboy with the water pitcher, slow by our table, looked at your face, then at mine, and kept going. Dirty truth, I wanted you caught in it. shoulder and you smile too fast. Not a scene, not a kiss, just one easy still here from the woman in the camel coat, standing by the pastry case. And all of you went somewhere else, that was the turn. I folded my napkin once, set it over the fork, and watched you answer her with the better half of your mouth. Elsewhere, that's where you go, while your hand stays warm and your voice stays low. Elsewhere, right in front of me, not gone enough to leave, not here enough to keep. You reached for the check before I moved, said, "Don't do this now." To the candle glass, not to my face, no. If you were with me, the room would have known it, without that little pause before her name. The busboy came back, set the water down, and didn't ask if we wanted dessert. Street rain hissed through the half-lit awning, host and lamp clicked off one bulb at a time. The woman in the camel coat took a box and left. I pushed your chair in with my knee, walked out first and left elsewhere. Sitting in your side of the table. Server at the breakfast counter stopped pouring cream when you slid into the booth, like morning was still ours. Like I hadn't watched your face go bright for somebody in the roulette aisle. 2 hours ago you said you still up to the syrup caddy, not to me. Dirty truth, I wanted you wrecked, then you yawned like I was the one who kept you out. Security by the cage looked over once when I pushed your cup back across the lemonade, and you caught it with that easy hand. Too awake for somebody saying it meant nothing. No sleep, that's what you brought me. Not your mouth, not your money, just this neon morning, and you better lie. No, no, no sleep, and still you looked more rested than I did. The hostess called, last hash brown to the line, while your phone lit pale against the jelly rack. You turned it over too slow, that was the turn, not the screen, the comment in the way you saved your softer face. But whatever was still waiting outside this booth, I took my coat off the vinyl back, left your coffee warming in the ring, and stood before you could ask for the quiet version. No, if it was small you wouldn't need the whole room tied to say it clean. Change cups rattled, ice machine knocked, the server killed, one row of counterbulbs. Security looked down at the carpet, seen your stack of daylight chips sat dead by the salt. I walked out first, with the sugar still unopened, and let no sleep follow you. Hiding under all that water made you better than the week behind you. Then she came through from the staff door, name tag, crooked hair still damp at the ends, and your whole face went easier there. Dirty truth, I wanted you shallow. Don't tell me this runs deep. I just watched it turn. Don't tell me this runs deep. I just watched it turn. Boy by the jellyfish wall, stop pressing the glass when you step toward her with that small bright mouth. Not a touch, not a scene, just enough to make me feel like the wrong side of the tunnel. That was the turn. I took my ticket stub out of your jacket pocket before your hand found my sleeve. Run deep, say that to the sharks, say that to the dark behind the blue glass. Run deep, not with me right here, not when your eyes already chose the easier water. You came back careful with the public voice, said don't do this here. To the stingray map, not to me, no. If it ran deep, you wouldn't need the whole room dim to sound that short. The gift shop girl looked up once, then started stacking postcards too fast. The little girl dragging a plush dolphin asked, are they coming to nobody? And somehow that landed harder than your excuse. I left your coin change on the handrail lip and let the tunnel keep your better face. I'm slow and projector moonlight. Gift shop girl killed one row of tank lights. Paper sharks bent in the weapon edge. The last family pushed through the doors. I walked out first with the stuck on soft and watched your reflection break in the blue glass. Whatever ran deep stayed under it without me. Chain scale blinking, black velvet tray, security mirror throwing us back wrong. Woman at the warranty desk, stop stamping slips when you slid my ring across the felt like we were discussing weather. And not a week you cracked in half. You said we don't have to do this here, to the glass case, not to me. Dirty truth, I wanted you louder. Then she came from the appraisal window, holding your watch in her open palm, and you thanked her first, soft, easy, like I was already handled. That was the turn. Say less, I heard enough. Say less, your hands already did. Say less, I watched the room decide who got the careful version and who got cut down quiet. Old man by the guitar wall, stop mid-strum when you reach for my sleeve without your eyes on it. No, if it's nothing, don't lower your voice. Don't ask me to carry the little black box while you practice being kind. You kept your mouth too clean for the damage, and that told me more than any answer would. Keep it small, keep it off me. Keep it small. kill one strip of light. The old man set the guitar back without a chord. I left the ring box flat on the counter and let the door drag shut behind me, while your watch kept catching blue in the glass. Piano lid half shut, tip jar by the lamp, set list curling under your glass. Sound girl at the sideboard stopped coiling cable when you leaned across to say my name in that low between song voice you use when you want the room to think you're careful. Then she laughed from the back line, dark, not loud, just placed right under everything. Dirty truth. I hated the layer. You kept talking like the joke was mine to miss. Thumb on the rim, eyes on the stage wash, drama by the cases. Looked up once when I turned to find her and saw your face already there. Not the laugh, the way you softened for it. That was the turn. I set your drink down on the monitor wedge before your hand found my wrist. Ghost note, that's what I was to you. Under the mix, under the mouth, under the part you played out loud. Ghost note, felt more than heard. Still there, still hidden, still making the whole thing wrong. You said, don't do this now, to the floor cable, not to me, no. If it was nothing you wouldn't have buried it that deep. Sound girl asked you stay and for last set to the bar rag, not to my face. You answered first, of course you did. I took my coat off the piano bench, left the folded set list under your glass ring, and walked before the singer came back in to count the room down. House lights dimmed, snare wires buzzed. The drummer killed one case latch with his foot. Sound girl cut the blue side lamp. Her laugh slipped once more through the amp hum. I hit the alley door while the band came in and left ghost note where you kept it under the song and out of sight. Smiling in that dark new jacket, like it had already forgiven you. You turned side on, checked the shoulder line, asked her too much before you asked me anything. Dirty truth. I wanted the old damaged new skin. Wear clean for her, not for me. New skin, buttoned high, like we can disappear under one good fit. Don't come back smooth. If you See paper curls, hanger wheels sang. The sales girl killed one row of fitting lights. You folded your old shirt without the rush, left the price tag swinging from the sleeve. I pushed the curtain back with one flat hand and walked out before you could model that new skin like it ever grew on you. New skin. You stood under the ad board, and then you cuffed back up like the whole night could still pass for clean. Driver at Bay 3 dragged his coffee over, looked at us once, then at your face, then away. An older couple with paper sacks went quiet when you stepped too close and asked if I was coming. Dirty truth, I wanted you stranded. Nightline, keep your last bus. I'm not your ride through the easy part. You laughed once, like I was making it bigger, while the timetable flickered over your shoulder. And she crossed the lane, red scarf, wet hair, your name already ready in her mouth. You turned before she stopped, not fast, not guilty, worse, familiar, that was the turn. I took my ticket out of your hand and folded it small, just to keep from shaking. Nightline, you can take Nightline. Take the heated seat, take the fogged up glass, take the last bus with your good soft voice, but don't ask me to board it with you. Board it with you. Dispatcher cracked the window, said, "You getting on to the lane, not to me." You answer first with that tidy tone, like we were still one decision. No, if I mattered, you wouldn't have saved your warmer face for the curb behind me. The older man shifted both bags and looked at his shoes while I stepped back out of your weather. Wipers beat slow, route number burned white. The doors knelt open with the tired sigh. Red scarf climbed first, you went after, without looking long. Driver killed his coffee, set it on the dash. I let the ticket tear inside my fist and watched Nightline pull your window through the rain. Calling it overtime with that neat little smile. Don't ask me to wait under the service light while you spend one more hour making somebody else feel easy. Roll up door half open, oil shining the seam. My coffee called you staying late? Not loud, not sweet, just sure. And your whole face went lighter than mine, forming by the time clock stopped at the clipboard when you said just a little overtime. To the floor, Jack, not to me, that was the turn. Not the hour, the ease of it, how quick you turned back toward the bay. While I stood outside with your spare key, warm in my palm, overtime. Keep your extra hour, keep the good laugh too. I'm not the car left idling while you stay in the light. Time clock blinked, red shop fan, wine low, the kid at the register killed one row of bulbs, forming hum the clipboard by the grease-stained wall. Your wrench hit metal once somewhere behind the door. I set your spare key on the hood latch, walked before the gate came down, and let overtime keep your better face inside the bay. Without me, just 5 minutes and left your coffee on the metal bench. Like that counted as staying. Porter with the hand truck, slow by the gate rope, looked from your face to the woman by the timetable, then back to me, like he knew which ticket mattered. She touched your sleeve before you touched your phone, and your whole mouth went easier than mine. Dirty truth, I wanted to stop. That was early enough. Not the touch, the speed of it, how fast you turn northbound before the bus even knelt. Kid with the backpack asked if this line was moving, and I said, yeah, without moving at all. Northbound, keep your window seat, keep the soft excuse and the warmed up coat. Northbound, don't wave me in if I'm just the weather. You wait out on the platform. You came back careful with that station voice, all low volume, all almost decent. Said, don't do this here, to the yellow curb, not to me. No, if it was nothing you wouldn't have saved your better face for the woman with my place already folded into her hand. Porter tore the tag off your suitcase grip and didn't ask who it belonged with. I took your coat off the bench flat, set it over the rail, and let the sleeve fall where your hand should have been. Wipers beat slow, route number burned white. The driver leaned out and called last boarding. The kid with the backpack dragged his zipper shut. The porter killed one strip of platform light. You climbed first, she climbed after. I stayed by the glass with the coffee gone cold and watched northbound pull your reflection through the rain. like I started this, like you didn't spend the whole last hour having fun, having my car. Dirty truth, I wanted you trapped. Then you screenlit, and so did your face. Not big, not dramatic, just that small soft shit you say for someone you don't have to explain. The kid on the scooter cut through the crosswalk and laughed at nothing while I watched you type with the roof still open, like the sky was supposed to help you. That was the turn. I killed the fan, took my keys out of the cup tray and let the silence sit where you were leaning. Under the moon roof, you kept me close for the cool air, not the truth. Under the moon roof, I felt it plain. You like the night more than my name. You reach for my wrist without your eyes on it. Said don't be like that to the window glass, not to me. No, if it mattered, you would've shut the phone before you touched my hand. The taco girl folded the foil down and gave us that look people give when the ending gets there first. Moon roof, keep your silver little weather. I'm not your almost song for the ride home. Neon shook blue on the hood line. Scooter wheels skip through the gutter water. The taco girl killed one strip of light. I shut the roof before you said my name and let the car go dark around us. Neon buzzing low, coffee gone thin. Your jacket on my chair, but not your eyes on me. Blue napkin under the cup, sugar glass by the till. Waitress in the yellow beret stopped wiping down. When you lean too close, they say my name, like the room should go soft for you.
I came in late, I know I did. Don't make the whole night smaller than it is.
Dirty truth, I wanted you early. Under the bluebird sign, you hold me halfway. Bluebird, don't sing me sweet, you're leaving me. Bluebird,
Bluebird, I'm still right here.
don't
Don't hit the light.
turn me into the light.
Then the cook rang the bell for order 9, and the trucker by the window looked up once when your phone lit blue against the salt rack.
You turned it over too late.
It wasn't like that, just a name, just bad timing, just one more thing I should've cut off sooner.
No, it was the way your whole face changed before you changed. this booth. You touch my wrist without your eyes on it. The waitress dropped 2 forks in the sink and gave us that look people say for something already over.
That was the turn. I took my scarf off the cracked red vinyl, left your coffee there still warm enough to lie.
Bluebird,
I can fix this.
not under that sign.
Not with that mouth.
Outside, the bluebird sign kept cutting your face in blue. Rain slid down the diner glass. The waitress killed 1 row of light.
I stayed by the curb with your name in my throat,
Your tail lights bent through the puddles first,
and the paper check
stuck to my palm when I let you go. Pump light shaking, bugs on the windshield. Your door still open and your face already gone. You said just give me a minute, with your hand on the roof, like I was still in this with you. Cashier in the bullet glass, stop tearing lottery slips. When the woman by pump 3 called your name too easy, you turned before I breathed. Not guilty, not sorry, just quick. Like your whole night had been waiting to belong somewhere else. Dirty truth, I missed you, certain. Far gone before the engine cooled. Your lighter stayed by the gear shift tray. My receipt stuck to the sweat on the soda cup. The guy in coveralls leaned on the air hose, watching you laugh with your shoulder turned from me. Then you came back soft with a clean version, said don't make this bigger. To the windshield glare, not to my face. That was the turn. I took your lighter out of the tray and set it on the pump rail where your hand would have to earn it. Far gone, that's what you were. Knocked down the road right there beside me. Far gone, but my night's still running. Far gone before the tank clicked full. No, I saw it early. I saw it early. Receipt tape flutter under the awning fan. The cashier killed 1 row of cooler lights. Pump 3 clicked off. The woman shut her door. The guy in coveralls looked at his boots. I left your lighter on the metal rail. Got in first and drove with the nozzle light still blue on my hands while you stayed. Far gone under the station glare. Escalator teeth humming, store lights half dim. Your shopping bag rope twisted around your wrist. You said meet me downstairs, like I was still with you, like the whole bright atrium hadn't just watched your face turn easy for the woman by the watch counter. Girl at the fragrance cart, stop waving the blotter when you leaned over the rail and smiled down first. Dirty truth, I wanted you slower. Not cruel, not accidental. up once, then added shoes. When I said your name, you turned with that polished mall voice, said don't do this here, to the chrome rail. Not to me, that was the turn. I let the step take me down, didn't rush it, just watched your shoulder angle toward her before you angled back to make room for my hurt. No, if I mattered, you would've stayed still long enough for the whole room to see it plain. Grills rattled through the shutter, pulled the fragrance, girl killed one row of lights. A stroller wheel clicked over tiles, security locked the west doors first. By the time I hit the marble, your bag was already in the wrong hand, and my fingers still felt that half second you left them, my dear. Halfway down.